Socials, welcome back to my channel. Today is all about being more productive. What are those things that have been helping me get a lot done in 2017? I've done so much. God, if I could go back and look at all of my to-do lists. No, I probably wouldn't opt into doing that. But from writing a book to speaking all over the place, helping my clients, and everything in between, especially making these videos, you've got to find your productive flow. And so these are my favorite apps of 2017 that helped me to be more productive. If you're into this kind of thing, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I make new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. The first app I want to give a shout out to is a little bit newer in my workflow, but I'm absolutely loving it, and it is called Followup CC. So this is essentially a Google Chrome extension that helps with your Gmail organization. Something you might know about me, I've probably talked about this at this point, is that I treat my inbox very much like a to-do list. So I don't like to have a lot of things in the inbox, and I want everything to be labeled properly so that I can find it. The amount of money I think I'm paying Google right now just to be able to archive every email I've ever gotten is probably terrible, but I like it because I can go back and search for everything, but that requires a lot of organization. And what I like Followup CC for is that they help me manage an email that I maybe don't have to deal with at this moment, but could be a task I need to work on 2 days from now, a month from now, etc. So I can always keep track of that email by using followup.cc by snoozing it for a later date. So if there's like a testimonial I need to write up for someone or a blog post that I'm working on and the details about it are in an email and I don't really feel like copying and pasting it anywhere else, I will basically snooze that email until the day I've scheduled myself to work on it so that I know the information I need is gonna pop right back up on my radar that day. Or even at that time. Sometimes I snooze things till later in the day because first thing in the morning, it may not be a priority based on what my to-do list looks like, but if I know I need to get something done for someone in the same day, I'll work on it later on when I've cleared up my own to-do list prioritization. I also really like followup.cc because what they do is help you track what other people have opened that you've sent. This is really useful from the perspective of trying to get new work or trying to get clients or trying to follow up with someone that you really want to get a hold of and knowing whether or not they opened that email. It's kind of sneaky almost. I love it. I reached out to the guys at followup.cc and they actually wanted to offer you 10% off an account if you want to give it a go. There's a great free trial so you can even find out if it's for you or not, whether or not it's a tool that you're going to enjoy using or will work for your productivity flow. You can find out more details at savvysexysocial.com/followupcc. The next app I want to talk to you about was recently featured in a video that I did called iPhone apps for vloggers. So I went over a bunch of apps that I love that are on my iPhone if you're a video blogger, why they would be useful, and this was one of them. But it's not just an app on your phone, it's also something that you can use on desktop, and it is called Focus at Will. I'm one of those people that gets very distracted if I hear something that is not in tune with the environment that I'm in. I can't watch TV while I'm trying to work because obviously I'm not watching TV, I'm listening to it because I'm looking at my work and I'm hearing something else. This is very distracting. And so I do like to have something in the background, but it can't be another thing that's requiring my attention in some way or taking my attention away. So what I like about Focus at Will is it offers you lots of different sounds or music that are meant to make you more productive, to keep you in the zone of what you're doing. It's nice to have on iPhone app in case you're out and about doing something and you want to be a little bit more focused or you're just away from your desktop, but I also like using the Focus at Will website because they do the same kind of offering. The features and everything are right there. I also like it because it can work with you on the Pomodoro technique. If you've heard me talk about this before, it's the idea of being very productive and focused for 25 minutes straight and then taking 5-minute breaks. All of those intervals happening throughout the day to make it a very effective 8-hour workday. So having the music start for a certain amount of time and then a bell chimes when you're done and then you take a break, etc. I just love that the sounds are meant to keep you focused but will also take you out of that focus to work with that technique. Super nerd alert on the productivity side. Definitely give Focus at Will a try. If you would like to do so, go to savvysexysocial.com/focusatwill for a $20 credit. Another app I've been loving is one that I use for the most part on my phone and my Apple Watch, which I really didn't think I was loving when I first got it, and maybe because of this app, I love it. This one is called Brain Toss, and this is something that I have been pining for in a lot of ways, in terms of I have something I need to get written down or remember it, but it's a lot of work to then sometimes pull out your phone and type up an email to somebody or add something to a to-do list. I want it to be as short of a time span as possible to get that idea out of my mind and into a documented place. And like I said, my inbox is often treated like a to-do list. So what I love about Brain Toss is you can use 3 different options. One is voice, one is a note, and one is an image. All 3, you just pick which one, really big buttons on the screen, and you just document the thing that you want to, and it will email it to you. I love this for voice memos because if I'm totally not in the mood to type, which is often on my smartphone, I love just talking into the phone and sending that email off to myself. I just listen to the voice memo next time I'm going through my inbox to-do list. But what I love is when I'm doing something, my phone isn't even close to nearby, thinking this has to get done immediately, and the fastest thing I can look at is the smartwatch. By opening Brain Toss here, I can record a voice memo just like you would talk on the phone or do anything else with voice on your Apple Watch, and it will send to your email as well. Buy flights to Portland. This has been probably the fastest process for me to remember something I want to do or remember something that I need to look up later, etc. It's also one of those apps that are so simple. You don't open it and go, good God, I have to learn this spaceship. Every time I look at an app, I look at its user friendliness. This one is very basic. The last app I'm going to talk to you about today is one that has been around in my productivity flow for a number of years. The last time I talked about it here on the channel was in a video called Inbox Zero, my tried and true secret. And that app is Sandbox. It is yet another extension that works with Gmail. Like I said, a lot of my management does happen in my inbox. And so what Sandbox does is it learns the habits of me as the user of my inbox and the emails that I find to be priority. So Sandbox will essentially send the things that it knows are not important, although I might argue otherwise sometimes, like my shopping emails. And it sends those to its own little Sandbox so that the important emails, such as ones from clients or inquiries or letters from you, go into my inbox so I can focus on those when I come back to manage it. So with this workflow between Sandbox and Followup, they're really nice for me being able to keep that inbox down to a minimal amount of stuff, so I'm not overwhelmed every time I come back to it. The combination of these two things was fabulous when I got back from my wedding because I really took about a week away from email. I tried to keep it really cleaned up. It was totally inbox zero before I left. And then when I came back, I had a couple thousand emails in my Sandbox, but there weren't so many in the inbox. And then with the use of Followup, I was able to manage which one of those things were priority and which one of those things could wait so that I wasn't completely overwhelmed when I got back in the office. If you want a tool that is going to properly learn based on your preferences, not someone else's, of where an email should go, I highly recommend Sandbox. Sandbox is also working with us on a $20 credit to try them out, so go to savvysexysocial.com/Sandbox to do that. Those are my favorite productivity apps of 2017. They have been helping me so much with managing the things that other people want me to do, in addition to the things that I'm prioritizing for myself to do. You have to balance both. If you want more of these productivity tips, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also check out a new playlist that I created so you could watch more of these that have productivity in common. The playlist called How to Be Productive has more videos for you to check out from yours truly. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Remember, you must subscribe for good vibes and be productive on your way to going after the life you want. Cheers.